Cop City, city of Atlanta, protesters from virtually every college, including the one I teach at, engaged in a demonstration against this proposed $90 million development. Let's put the picture up. You see, these are the future leaders of America, and to be quite frank with you, they're leading right now. Monday afternoon, walkouts and protests happened from students at more than a dozen colleges around the metro Atlanta area, including Emory University, Georgia State University, Morehouse College, and others. They demanded Atlanta officials cancel the release and drop ties, or cancel the lease and drop ties with the Atlanta Police Foundation in an effort to stop the progression of Cop City. Students at Emory University handed out free Stop Cop City t-shirts, held picket signs, and shouted demands for the university's president, who is a member of the Atlanta Committee for Progress, which has financially backed the center. President Finvez stepped down from the ACP and condemned the development of Cop City, one of several student organizers said. Remember this young man? Okay. You know, they told us that he was the aggressor. They said they had no choice but to shoot 57 bullets inside of his body because he shot at the police. Forensics comes out. And I want you to understand the cause and effect relationship as to why so many are now getting involved in this movement. The more information that comes out, the more questionable that whole thing becomes. They told us they had no body camera footage, and then all of a sudden we get auxiliary body camera footage from APD. State troopers in Georgia are not required to wear body cams, except if they are on the grounds of the city capitol building. Outside of that, they do not have to wear body cams per state law, and they did not. They could have, because they knew they were doing an actual raid of a forest. All right, they were doing a sweep of a forest where they knew protesters would be. You should have drones with cameras, and everybody should have their camera on in a situation like that. They did not. Forensics comes out. Says the young man not only was shot 57 times, he had his hands up when he was shot, according to forensics. Forensics also concluded that no gun residue was found on his hand. There's more. All right, so let's put it back up. The protest comes less than a week after the DeKalb County Medical Examiner Office released the autopsy report of the death of the 26-year-old activist and victim, Manuel Teran. Teran, who went by Turtagita and used they, them pronouns, was shot and killed by police on the 18th of January. Officers raided campgrounds. This was an operation. They knew what they were going to do. They planned this. Campgrounds occupied by environmental demonstrators who had allegedly been camping out for months to protest the development of Cop City, dubbed the Atlanta Training Center. The report stated that the activists had at least 57 gunshots or gunshot wounds inside of their body, including the hands, torso, legs, and head. His family said he was a pacifist, would not have hurt anyone. He was not an aggressive individual at all, and found it to be completely shocking that he would ever shoot anybody. But now forensics says, you know, he does not have gunshot residue on his hand. There's more. Let's put it up. Okay. Protesters say Atlanta area universities have been supporters of the development of Cop City through an organization known as the Atlanta Committee for Progress. Atlanta's universities are complicit in APF's violence and corruption. Many of the foundations that fund APF also donate to the universities. An anonymous Georgia Institute of Technology taking part in the Stop Cop City protest said in a statement, "We are sending a message to all of these complicit actors that your support of the People's Park destruction, increased militarization of police, and the brutalization of protesters is shameful and will not go unheard. And I've made my position known very clearly in the city of Atlanta, especially as it relates to the colleges I'm affiliated with. I stand with the community. I stand with the students. I do not stand with the administration. I do not stand with your decision to support this insane continued development against the wishes of the locals. All right, Sharon, thoughts on this?
We're in lockstep. These are storied institutions that we're very proud to have here in the city of Atlanta, and they're known throughout the world. And the fact that they would be complicit, look the other way, whatever you want to call it, is not okay. Comes a time, Doc, where we need to step aside and let these young people lead the way with their conscience and their clarity, if you will.
That's right. And I want to say this for the record. The reason why it's easier for me to stand with students is because they are the lifeblood of any institution. They are the reason you have a business model. They are the reason you have a salary. So to become antithetical to the base of your business support for the educational institution is unwise, because I guarantee you that city government money would dry up quickly if you have no students coming to that institution. Your first priority should be advocate for the students and their values, because that makes an institution what it is, not their affiliation with a governmental agency or nonprofit.